What was that that came up? Bankruptcy sequence, -1 empathy for layoff season. Business loves silence, the second loudest sound in the world, eclipsed only by the collective screams of market crash victims. So let me whisper to you, do you feel the veil of the sun god slipping? Are the better days gone? Are we entering bankruptcy? Is the company gonna go down and leave you in the gutter with the rest of the dregs delivering parcels for soup money? You need to crisis manage your way out of this. That's awkward. I don't know why I'm carrying my ledger at this point, but I find it funny, so I'm going to keep doing so. All right, talk to Leo, talk to Edgar, or Edvert, and then on to the other side.
I'm not gonna bother you with...
All right. I don't think there's actually going to be anything else to add to from everyone. I think that's basically it. Hey, Everett. You have anything to add?
So, the ship has sailed. Did you see it? I know you did. Tell me,
yeah.
what did it look like as it grew smaller and smaller when that mainsail dropped behind the horizon?
There's a mean little light in its eyes.
Did it look like a germ? Did it look like a piece of bacteria?
His tone is totally different now. The jolly man of the people is gone, and so is the smile. His jaw is clenched, and his quadruple chin is quivering with hatred. This is decades of hatred speaking right now. You get a sinking feeling.
Yes, it sort of did look like a bacteria growing smaller and smaller. No, it looked like a boat sailing away. Yeah, actually,
You
I like
wanted us
that.
to relay all this information to her.
The lieutenant cuts
That
in.
this is a takeover? That I want a war? God, I hope you also told her about the drug trade. They absolutely hate getting their hands dirty with that.
He nods
You
forcefully.
can kill 1,000,000 people, but if you do something the police doesn't like, well, then you're out of the yacht club. Goodbye, you inhuman fuck.
A vein on his head is pulsating. Now I know why you've been so forthcoming, so this was your plan all along for me to relay this information to her. How do you know she left? You used me. That's wild how you got me to do all that stuff. So now I know why you've been so forthcoming.
No, Harry. What we have is real. We're working men. This here is real.
He taps his chest and points to
In
you.
there, under pillows of winter fat, his stress-ridden heart still beats furiously.
So this is your plan all along for me to relay this information to her.
Harry, I can't see into the future. We are all playing by ear on this planet. I had no idea she'd react so strongly.
But you did want me to relay info to her.
I did. I knew the negotiations would go better with police officers telling her horror stories from inside the harbor. It's
Yeah.
scarier this way. Turns out it was a magnificent strategy. I never thought it'd so fundamentally fuck her up.
So how do you know she left?
Harry, I bugged her cabin. I bugged her whole boat. I had cameras surveying her boat. Hell, I even wanted to bug that thermal cap, but my boys advised against it.
They must have done it while Joyce was busy questioning the locals.
So you've been listening to our conversations all the
Not
time.
me personally. I had guys recording and processing this information for me.
He stretches his arms like a discus thrower at the Hardy
Hell
Boys.
no, they'd fuck it up. They can't do anything right.
Huh.
I mean my real boys. My special task force boys.
Where are these boys?
They sure as hell aren't hanging out in the open with beers in their hands for the cops to question. They're pros, Mr. Kitsuragi.
It's wild how you got me to do all that
Harry,
stuff.
you made a conscious decision to relay that information to her. You could have kept it for yourself.
You used my intellectual curiosity against me. But she told me a beautiful story about the discovery of the insula today. But she said she's insane like me.
She's not insane. What did she tell you?
His expression betrays extreme skepticism. She told me she's an overradiated from pale transit.
No, she's not. She's a sentimental alcoholic. They all are. Never take a drop and you'll be 8 laps ahead of those upper-class winos. Just like old Mr. Clare here. Try it. You'll be a real super detective.
Actually, that's good
Don't
advice.
just
I
say
might.
it, Harry. Do it. We gotta be more disciplined than they are, or we'll lose.
He wags his finger at
And
you.
you've already lost for so long.
Wow, amazing line. But she told me a beautiful story about the discovery of the insula
Of
day.
course she did. Rich people have the best stories about all the interesting things they've done and seen, all the beautiful places they've been to. It's just sentimentalism. She can afford to be sentimental, and she can afford to lose as well.
You used my intellectual curiosity against me.
Against you? Oh, Harry, I'd like to think I used it for you.
Heh.
It was interesting. No arguing against that.
So what's gonna happen
What
now?
was always going to happen? We take the harbour and she fucks off to Ozon, uncorks a bottle of wine, calls her partners, and says they need to distance themselves from this nasty business before the big shit spinner splashes everyone. Only difference is the Union doesn't have to lose 2,000 men to machine gun fire.
You could have just told me. I would have been on board. Damn, Everett. I was hoping I'd somehow get to fuck you over in the end, not the other way around. But I swore fealty to her. She was my beautiful maid. I have a bad taste in my mouth. You better make sure this ends up saving lives. Well, you could have just told me. I would have been on
Harry,
board.
When I need to tell people, I might as well do it myself. That's why I like initiative, and inspiring initiative. It's more natural that way. You knew something big, and you wanted to see what happens when you tell someone.
That's
So
true.
You told her. Anyone who's ever been close to power will tell you, inside information is the sweetest thing in the world. It's better than money. It's better than pussy. Money only makes you special for some salesmen. Pussy only makes you special for yourself. Information makes you special for all mankind.
He's actually
It's
right.
the ticket to history.
It does make sense when you word it like
Damn
that.
right it does, Harry. What you did was participate in history. When history calls, you have to pick up. You had no choice. None of us ever do. A hard disco cop like you, I knew you weren't one to resist temptation.
You know what, Detective? I am going to leave this out of my reports, and I suggest you leave it out of yours, too.
Just look at the three of us. The three careless boyaderos. Good times, good times.
So what now?
There's a whole lot of work to do. For me and for you. I suppose there was a reason you came here.
I feel
so
like I
let's get
really
to it.
did get played
What
by
can I help my
Everett,
best friend and comrade with today?
but I'm kind of okay with getting played by Everett. I want to go over a
Let's
couple
hear it,
things.
Harry.
Do you know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Let's talk
Of
about other
course,
things.
Harry.
A few
I'm
more
always
questions about the
happy to
harbor.
educate and entertain.
That's
Very
it for
nice.
now. Could go over
Most
some murder
certainly, Harry.
stuff.
By
Nothing
all
else
means,
there.
Harry.
We'll talk again later. Well, that was interesting. I wasn't actually expecting that to become a conversation, to be real. Oh, I really love Everett. I love that he really does just play you. Okay. Well, that's done here. Put my flashlight on. And then it's onward to the investigation. I believe now it's church time, actually. Because let's look at what quests we got. Yeah, armor pieces, the wall. We need to explain to Cindy. We need to do that. Yeah, this is all the nightclub. Oh, we need to go talk to Lena. Okay, and then we're waiting to go talk to the pigs tonight. Try to get my gun. Damn, this game is so good. I do really appreciate that we got to just take a break for a moment and play a board game. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm just literally gonna... There we go. Highlight this guy. Yeah, that's every time that has happened.
Right to work!
Okay, nothing to say for you. I doubt there's anything in here. I doubt
A lorry
anything's
stuck.
changed.
The window, fumes of heavy fuel.
I know, that's not it. Oh,
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
who drives
Not
these?
too many people outside of Grad. And Revachol West, too, it appears. Bulky frame. Heavy. Hardy. Looks like a tractor.
Hold up, is this a tractor?
Yes, built like a tractor. And used like one, too, in the Zemsk countryside. Take note of the 8-antler emblem. The symbol of the Stars Ryko, proudly born to honor its humble
Hey.
roots.
Hey, Kim, check this out.
Dash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Jimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the stars Raiko.
Let me guess. What happened last time, Kim? Blue and white are the colors of Zmens. Someone painted it, got Zmens mad, and boom, murder happened.
That's, well, yes, exactly.
Wow!
Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The James community protested the trial, flying the colors. 5,000 came to protest.
Shakes his
Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
head. Hate to correct you, Kim.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
Who are the Zims community?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
Lieutenant Shakes. What they sentence the killers
4
to?
years for murder in reunion.
He studies his reflection in the car
The perps
window.
were remorseful. They're sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
Kim, could our hangman have been the driver of this
Could
car?
it be another Stajrajko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related.
Interested. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on
Yes,
this paint job.
detective?
I think it looks better brown and black. They should have left it baby blue.
You sure you're not James?
He shares a smile with you only for a second.
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
Huh. I love how much it points out that Kim smiles.
The woman.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
Okay, no, you don't have anything else to add. I feel so bad snapping my fingers to get you to look at me. I don't think there's
This
anything
found,
new in
the
here.
smell of... There's something odd about the passenger seat. Voila.
Bonne prise. Best not to.
The stack of maps. Look, you wet.
Yeah, there's nothing else for us.
And the movie stars are still smiling from your clothes.
But, look. Is there anything else here?
An old monument.
No. Okay, that's all done. Is there anyone else we need to talk to in the hotel? We talked to like everybody in the hotel. I'm done talking to everybody in the hotel. So ignoring that, we talked to Plaisance, we talked to the dice. Tommy, do we have anything to add to you?
Make way for the master poet. It's like anything else. Us lorry drive, not my thing.
Oh,
What's
not
but
my
he
to do
tries his
actually.
best to look nonchalant.
No, okay. I want to go talk to the pawn shop too at some point. I don't think Gaston has anything else for us.
Oh, sorry, officer. Yes. What about
No,
yes,
no.
it is I just
I'm
don't
gonna give him the mean one. That's so mean. Look him in the eyes. I did. I'm just trying to get him to. I have to get empathy score. For the other one. Okay, I need to talk to. Or what do you mean for Roy? I already did that for Roy too. Trying to just take off the flashlight. Okay, there.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you have any recordings of the Kolmama Dakwa?
Akoldima Madakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
Well, I wouldn't have guessed that you know what the Kolmama Dakwa is. I have hobbies, just like all normal people, because I'm a normal person. I've been thinking of quitting the RC and becoming a cryptozoologist. I've been getting really into all kinds of art lately, experimental things.
What
you
an
know.
interesting development. Well, it's been a long while since I've gone hunting for the Koldima Madakwa. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Koldima Madakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
Did you ever find
We
it?
thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up, and combined them into the Symphonia Coldim Amadaqua.
That's not very
That
scientific.
really wasn't the point. After the Symphonia, we moved on to the sounds of office supplies or something like that. And I doubt any of us would have been any good at pushing papers.
Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
He starts rummaging through some tapes behind the
Do
counter.
we really have time for this?
Lieutenant whispers to you, spin that bird song. Yes, it's absolutely necessary for my research. No, that's okay. It's just that I heard that the Komamadakwa outside the whirling, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't the only one. Spin that bird
This
song.
recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning.
He dusts off a case and takes out the tape and places it in the tape
Keep
player.
in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
He switches on the tape player. The speakers begin to emit a low hum.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. That's an illusion. Your breathing is just as it was and will remain that way unless you start panicking. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside of your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you.
That's
He nods to
interesting.
you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
What's that?
Gulls and skewers. But shh.
He raises a pointer finger and inclines his head towards the speakers. A now very high-pitched shivering sound emerges amongst others.
That's it.
Amidst others.
The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
You know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the Coldim Amadaqua. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
Fuel to invade
I
an
doubt it.
investigation.
The
No,
pool
actually, this is
brokers'
all.
gaze is already fixed on the
I don't
dancing colors.
know. I wanted to ask you about
Sure
the missing
thing.
gun. Have people from Everett's Clare Union come here to track it?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Sure, man.
I actually do want to go back to the hotel real quick and talk to them, because I also want to talk to Lena and get that done for the day, but it occurred to me I want to ask. So we can't just, it's the only thing is we just can't talk to, Quasi, but the one thing, just because Kim's with us. Insect, huh? Yeah.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes.
What are its hallmarks?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Wait, where do I get such a
It
crown?
comes free with a six-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. The words Roy d'Or are stamped into the crown's plastic.
The idea of a king in a century gone is pretty fascinating.
The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century.
Yeah.
It's common even now, after 50 years.
Huh. Hey, let's see if you got anything
The
else for us.
Coppernado is back. What do you want?
Mostly just checking in to see if we have anything new to talk about. I want to go over a few
Yeah.
things.
What?
Well, no, that's it. Okay, take off. Bye, buddy. I thought we had stuff to talk about. Apparently not. Y'all have fun. Homosexuals, let's
Hi
talk.
again, gendarme.
Okay,
Bye-bye,
nothing to talk about there. Alright, I think the only thing really to add to is Lena.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
The elderly woman smiles up at you hopefully. I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
She manages to smile for you.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
She looks down at her hands. It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
So who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Once more onto the breach, then. Take it on with undue
That
optimism.
really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Fuck that cough. It's
Yeah.
not happening. The insides of your lungs are lined with tobacco, a powerful antibacterial agent. You are unstoppable. Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
What's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
The half moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up to you.
Answering a question with a question, for example. Defensive isn't her usual style.
You're on the back foot.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then.
You're in doubt about what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Oh.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people.
Pardon me.
I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count you for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists.
Huh.
Bad. And for years, his belief made me believe too. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
She shakes her head, still unable to meet your eyes.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of
No.
love, not violence or deceit.
First, tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie? Oh.
But it has, hasn't it? A seed can only bear what's inside. The seed of love is black and oily. It has a taste you're quite
No! Lying has gotten you this far. Why stop now?
Might be right, Detective. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I came in on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, I didn't tell him that story.
She has to swallow to relax her throat.
Oh, I feel like I want to reload that. No, he'd still be into you. That's not how these things work.
But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
You're right about all of it, and I need to get back to my work. Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids are real. Chase another one. Thing is, you're not... No, to hell with this. I still believe you
A
saw the
true
phasmid.
believer. Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of it. How it was there. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Oh.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh, no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
You do that. I'll check the chaps one more time.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
Can I have your address in case, just in case there's news?
Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but
The rest of it is pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light.
you're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad it helped you, even though it turned out to be a...
The sentence remains
A
unfinished.
waste of time. A dream. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the
Jesus.
doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold coastal wind blows.
We should go too.
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the felled building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness. To ask the wind once more.
That's telling me where to go, because everything's telling me to go to the Feld building. Well, shit, I'm not gonna reload that, because there's no rolling it back, but...
I can't believe...
Okay, I was just curious if y'all had anything to say, but I take it as a no.
Yes.
Alright. We have a skill point. Help Suna. We need to go bring the figurines to Dolores and confront the pigs. Alright, it just has those. I'm still gonna go check the traps again. Nothing to talk to y'all. Alright. Damn. Poor Lena. You don't have the money to buy the shoes. We're getting there. The encyclopedia is basically paying for everything for us at this point. Also, if I remember correctly, the cocaine skull story continues slightly. We gotta go find that spot. I just can't remember if it's on the other side of Seleng, or if it's over here. Okay, let me put the flashlight on, actually. Nothing in the house. Oh, yeah, walked all around over here already multiple times. We gotta go ask Leanne on a date once we're done with Kim for the day. Check the trap.
The trap.
Damn. What? Oh. Alright. I wish that you can sit back down the swing. It's kind of weird that you can't, in my opinion, actually. Yeah, I want to go start doing some more plot versus hanging out around here. So we're gonna go around this way. So I want to head to the church, but I want to check a few things before we go. Okay, because this goes across over in here. Yeah, actually, I guess we should just start this off. Might as well. Yellow moss on these stones. They're probably stolen from someone's garden.
Hello again.
Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth. Which isn't much.
She doesn't appear surprised.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
Lieutenant looks at the ocean, squinting his eyes.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots.
Yeah, that's true.
I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed. She merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Instead, you tried to admit the truth. It's the same thing.
I know. But I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an idiot. I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise. May I ask? What did you tell them?
Once I cracked their play, I really didn't care. I'm not an arbiter. You're someone else's problem.
Good call, detective. You can lose your mind trying to mediate everything these delinquents come up with. Fate will take care of it for us.
He says, still looking at the
We won't
ocean.
be anyone's problem. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
Have you seen a red-haired woman around?
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Long shadows, short shadows, quiet shadows of local children, loud shadows, drunks, and also a shadow made of sticks. You breathe on your hands for warmth.
That's good. No neighbors to complain about when you get the club going.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Yeah, that's all for now. Let's go talk to the friends. Kufra Lange, engine starting fluid.
Has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah!
I just realized his name is Egghead. His icon is a shaved head, but then his model is a blonde dude.
Huh? I see you're here again. Offside, man.
Wait, I thought we'd be okay
I'm doing
sign-wise.
what I can.
He looks like a well thought out.
Okay, so I think that's gonna be after we get the church set.
Hi again. So,
Here, talk to the church again.
What's the deal?
Good news. I managed to convince Suna. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
The speed freak smiles, happier than he's been ever before. You're gonna have to share the space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage.
He grins excited.
And you haven't changed your mind about our little side business, have you?
Actually, I've been
No.
thinking.
You don't get to say one thing and then change your mind.
The
Trusted you, Copman. We're setting up the shop. It's too late to turn around now. Trust!
Yells
All
Egghead.
right. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Leave the town. Oh, damn. Okay. I do like that it calls me out, basically. No, you don't get to try to wheel it back and rearrange things. You have to go with what we were going for. Okay, so we'll go check back on them in a minute. That lets us go walk around the rest of the island. While we I don't even really think it takes that much time for them to move in, quote quote, but just long enough for us to finish the last couple of checks. Oh, hello.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody?
Me?
Exactly.
Why am I like a seagull?
Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise. Then their paradise became shit city. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans, killing and eating pigeons. No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Fucking right, whatever it takes to survive, I am the seagull.
Steal hot dogs, shit in the sand, whatever it takes to keep going.
Steal hot dogs, shit in the sand, whatever it takes to keep going. I need to put that on something. That's what you should be living your life by. Okay, so church is last. Church and Feld building. Those are the two things we want to see for the very, very end. We're gonna do church first and then we'll do Feld. I want to try this because I don't believe there's any passing this.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Could this structure being used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
He looks southeast and blows on his fingers. Let's interfacing.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh, the door's shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
Lieutenant Strauss, what do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere. Come on, we even got into the light bending guy's container, but we can't get in here.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
Bullshit.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
I'm not going to accept this. The door can be part of the investigation, but that's who I am, who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
Thus, he looks at the door with a rueful
At least you
smile.
can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful will come from this.
Walk away. One more door. What is that? God, +1 half-life because what is behind it? God damn it. It cannot be. I disgrace. That door on the coast. You remember the one, right? The one that led to the abandoned supply depot? Why in the name of all that's holy does it not open? Why? There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By gods, you're the police. All the doors are supposed to open before you. What will the others with the precinct think if they can't open the goddamn door? There must be a way. I might get rid of the Detective Cousteau. Just because, like... You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's like, it's not that big of a deal, and we don't really care about the savoir faire. I'd rather research other new stuff. Like one more door. Okay. Investigate the rest of the coast, and then... Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Hello. This relay tower coordinates boat traffic in the bay, barely. Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. Interesting. I think you turn this on for either the moralism quest, the fascism quest, or the communism quest. All of which I turned down. And then I have not made enough capital to get the capitalism quest, so we're just going to be
just dead.
A true moralist by accomplishing nothing but book clubbing. Okay. Take a few more peeks around. But then, yeah, I think we are almost set up here. Then we should be able to do this where we have time to do the church and then go to the pigs before we go try to get Ruby. I want to go try to talk to Trant, though, and check out up here if I can. We also can just dial random numbers, apparently, like a bunch. And I haven't been doing that.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
Dial random number.
Calling. Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man.
If someone picks up the voice on the other end, it's slightly historical.
I'll get you your money, all right? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Slight change of plans. I want this delivered to the Whirling and Rags and Ravishon.
Hey, you're not Tethys. Screw you, and don't ever call here again. You're fucking with some serious people.
Disconnect. Calling.
I'm tired.
Man answers this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
What are you tired of?
Writing. I hate writing so much.
Are you Alan
I
Wake?
have to get back to it.
The man disappears with a sigh. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset.
Weird.
The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
Smells like betrayal.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up and repeat the motion twice. Strange. This is not how you started before.
Wait, what did I just do?
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some far-off nation-state. 005 is Revachol, ZOC. 001 is Grad, on the Gradian Isola, where the telephone was invented. The next two digits you dial are the area code for the city of Mirova.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Keep dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling.
There's more?
Yes. 451 67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones, calling in the night. Pitiful and terrifying. You feel your pulse rise with each ring. Calling still. Ringing by the bedside of a dark but capacious apartment with long windows. You know this to be true. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Long windows. How do I know that?
Just do. And you know it is going to hurt.
Kim?
The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows.
Let it calm more.
Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy. Oh. Hello. I want to die. Who is this? I'm a revolutionary servant of humanity. I will free mankind and abolish the classes. I will raise the dead. Your voice is so beautiful. Goodbye. Hello. She hums, her voice warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Who is this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is
Oh.
Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you to make it possible to live. And fight. In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle. Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing.
Don't react.
It doesn't matter if you react or not. You still think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise.
Your voice is so beautiful.
No. It's you.
feel really bad, but I want to see what happens if I say I want to die. It takes a second for her to realize what you said. I don't know why I said that. Your voice makes me want to turn into dust.
Is that you?
Her voice sounds like she's waking up now, still plaintive and tired.
This is too much. You need to recede.
A creature is a creature. I wish I was the wind.
Oh no, not this. What time is it?
I'm a revolutionary.
You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk.
Harry, how do you know my name? Harry, who's Harry? Are you sleeping with him? I'm also Harry. I'm not drunk. Okay, I'm drunk. What does it matter? I'm still me. I'm not drunk. I'm high. I'm not drunk or high. I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you? Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh! The silence is heavy as tin. The white noise howls. Hey, are you there?
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Do you want a party? I want to talk about me, who I am. Who am I? You sound like you know me. You're Morova, right? Where are you going in 2 hours? I am the law. I'm a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man. Is there someone? I am the law.
She does not answer anymore.
I feel bad getting it from here. I feel really bad that I literally just said that to her to get an achievement. Don't call up your ex to process things. Call up your ex for those sick achievos. I'm gonna solve it. It doesn't matter. This case doesn't matter. None of it matters, not anymore. Can you help me solve it? I need to solve it. They won't take me back if I don't. I'm gonna solve it.
Disconnect. Tone. The
Ah,
machine ran out of money.
that's so bad.
Run. To the church. Home. Anywhere but here. Anything but calling her again.
I'm gonna do it again.
You dial the number again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin and a terror in the middle of it. Calling. Put it before it's too late. Please.
Let it call.
Calling.
Harry, please.
Oh.
Underneath it, she is naked and
Oh.
under a blanket.
I feel like such a bad person, but I just want to know what it is. You're warm, you're naked, aren't... Oh! I need answers to my mystery. I need to know who you are. Who are you? Harry, please. I'm going to end this call, damn it. There was someone there before. I need answers to my mystery.
I'm going to hang up now.
Phone hanging. Disconnect.
Wait, what? It has a one more time as an option? Okay, we have to do it.